Remember when we moved to Romania this year? Well, things are about to change again. We're officially kicking off full-time travel for a little bit, and our very first stop is Scotland. Obviously, this is a big shift for our family, and we can't wait to bring you along. So, when we first came to Romania, the plan was to settle in, explore, build a life, and share what it's like to move abroad as Americans, and we loved it. The people, the culture, the landscapes. Romania gave us the confidence to continue to dream even bigger. But our love for travel never ceased and consistently remained in our hearts. There's a strange kind of quiet that hits you once you realize you're going to close the door for the very last time. And for us, this door was our apartment in Romania, the place that had been our home for the last few months. We were standing on the other side with once again a couple of suitcases each, and the feeling that was equally parts terrifying and electric. This wasn't just a trip, this was a page of a brand new book. So we have learned in this season of life that we don't want to just live in one place. We want to see more, learn more, and give our kids memories and have the chance to spend more time together as a family, because that's truly what it's all about. Those are our priorities. Those are the things that's important to us. God, our marriage, and our family. So this is why we've decided this. So instead of settling down right now, we will be starting to do full-time travel. Whether that's temporarily, only for a few months, is undecided yet. And the real reason we're making this video is because we didn't want any viewers or subscribers being like, what's happening? They're not in Romania. They seem to be in a different place every few months or like every month. And we didn't want anyone to feel like there was something missing. We wanted everybody to kind of know what will be happening for the next few months, okay? So our plan is super simple, right? Instead of having a routine life, we're going to trade it up for a life of movement for a little bit. We're going to, instead of seeing the world maybe just like a week or two at a time on vacation, we're gonna live life in these communities and these cultures for 1 to 3 months at a time. When we decided that our first chapter was gonna begin in Scotland, and honestly we picked it for its reputation, for its stories, it's like ancient landscapes, it's moody skies, and it's a great way to tie in history for our kids. We wanted to go somewhere that felt older than memory, a place that we could get a little lost, and we were looking for a slower, a little bit more deliberate way of living, and had a feeling that Scotland's autumn would not only be beautiful, it would tie in perfectly as its own teacher in a way. It is also where Halloween began, and we will be there during the autumn season. Our kids love Halloween in the fall season, so I think it's going to magically just fit for our family. So we will be renting a home and we will be renting a car for the month and living in a quiet suburban neighborhood, and we cannot wait. So here we are again, right? We are packing it all up and downsizing all over again. Here we go, dropping off our rental. Now we have to lug all of these all the way through the airport. Here we go, guys. Here we go, guys. If you have been following and watching along, you know that we moved from the United States to Romania with 11 suitcases. And as we're doing this all over again, we're even downsizing even more, because the more suitcases you have, the more expensive it is, the more frustrating it is with 4 kids. And my husband has just had surgery, so he can't lift anything. So I'm having to lift these for the next few months, and that means more for me as well. So we are trying to downsize to 8 or 9. I would really like it to be 8. So drop the comment below if what number suitcases, like what total amount of suitcases you think we're going to end up with as a family of 6 while I'm trying to downsize. We went from 11, so my goal is 8, but where will we actually be? Because right now we still have about 10. So I haven't done very good, and we leave real soon. So stressful, right? So our next chapter is really going to be exciting. We are super stoked. We are super excited. And some of this backstory is, before we moved to Romania, when not only was our list of countries of where to move to, world schooling, this like full-time travel thought was there, but we did not do it because we felt that the easiest the option that made the most sense for our family was to have a home, have a base, have some real, normal life at a home in a different country. And that was our ease into it, because that made the most sense for us. And we were like, we can travel, we'll be closer while we're in Europe, and it's going to be fine. But because the itch that won't stop itching, the scratch that won't stop, itching, that like little knack at the end, of the door, it just kept calling our hearts to continue to travel. It just wouldn't stop. So we have decided you only live once, right? So we are going to continue to travel, whether that is an undefined amount of time or whether that's a short period of only a few months and we come back to Romania. That is yet to be determined, okay? We still have our business here and we are not fully closing everything for our chapter and our lives here. We're just doing a momentary, temporary pause while we travel a little bit because this is where our heart is and God has made the whole world and we would like to learn from the world and our kids too. And also, if you have been following along, you know that we are a homeschool family. We have homeschooled from the very beginning. In the United States, our kids were not in public school or private school. We homeschooled our kids. And so this is not a big change. It's not a change at all. We're still going to be homeschooling. So we know what curriculums we use. We know what our schedule looks like. And instead, it's going to look a little different. We'll do math and language arts. And then we do history and geography and art and culture, living in the real world with exploring other cultures that we are living in. So it's going to be great to really tie this in. And it really just allows for our family to build a connection and closeness. And since my husband is now working from home, he gets to be with us a whole lot more. So he sees what goes on in the day. He can help with homeschooling, which has been a fantastic thing. Our kids love it because dad is super good at math and I am not. So it has been a breath of fresh air having a little extra set of hands. So this is truly just the beginning. So please make sure to subscribe if you want to follow along as we spend the next month exploring Scotland and beyond, because our love for travel is big, it is deep, and it is great. And we think that every family should be able to travel. We want to help other families know how to travel without breaking the bank in order to create these lasting memories, because travel is for everybody. Everybody should be able to do this without knowing that, oh my gosh, traveling is only for the rich. That's a lie. Oh no, you need to have a lot of money to travel. Also a lie. None of these things are true. So here's what you can expect from us moving forward. Real family. We're actually traveling. Tips, tricks, and travel hacks. And specifically, having to show you how to travel for families on a budget without being rich, without spending a lot of money or going into debt, how to actually travel for families in order to create these lasting memories as a family. That is truly where our hearts lie. And we just get so much joy seeing other families travel and realize that there's so much more to the world. So there we have it. Thanks for watching. Bye.